MP people, I've got a question for you guys. On the way, Honorable Kennedy Japan, or two more party, we be Mkoya or bash and Crawford. Yam fan there, in Casoye NDC and acquire them NDC party more. And got away now, a more bashing and come bashing at them, another and come back at the upper paid a real power. There is one reason in Tapa Panamon Penasem. There is one reason in Tapa Panamon Penasem.
Tatia, one man do, Omo Kankra won't respond it. What to me shape, then last minute, there an answer in a crown casa. I don't know the Obiko can trigger Kennedy Japan. For him to have come out to do this interview, or fire selling the beer be like his usual self. But him said the one casa catches a wono, unim the oye when need that form, and you refuse to be triggered. So why did you allow yourself to be triggered?
Other for science we share biomiti vimle de fia Pokuaa si Kennedy Japan ade oye no so nye very careful. And yes sir, enko yi mfama no. Now I observe something. I've said we share Ghana politics politicians no have a mindset to be on modern nam. Some mindset na Kennedy Japan person won expose and into na mind people for no sorry tiano. If not that, ade into na mo amonyo ma mo ye ya mo anye ni ye se Kennedy boss ana motaya pai. Aya na mo de hye ena na no odi ndodo ena odi nkrofo atem ena de wo kasa nye ba loki mo ya de pa ade nti na nsem mo ka ne ha mo adofo me no ba be call jesim vim lady Afia Pokuaa beranta ye de bi ye betie san de no ba be ye no including no kre na anu odin Kwame e plus nya be ma Kwame Strabo e be din komo o chichirim se Kennedy Japan ekoba za nko ye NDC ni a anka mp before be kasa o Kennedy de okanokre he's a very good man. But ekoba say your momo party nipa no enyo mo de because say Kennedy kanu ho a na party ni mu information e ba bontin adofo answer betie san komo we make so ye new viewer now subscribe ya me just say obe subscribe to channel no like na che wadwen e wo comment ni mu e fa man nti endi kan tie komo we wonim say Kennedy Japan say so okeka no ho no so spilly beans na MPP omuntumi contain no. Yes, Kennedy can same way somewhere last week on one platform so na two and no this uncle we na for tie nkomo we and some of Kwame Strabo ababeka e dey fa ho.
MP people, I've got a question for you guys. On the way, Honorable Kennedy Japan or two more party we be Mkoya or bash and Crawford no. Yam fan there in Casoye NDC and acquire them NDC party more. And the way now e am bashing no. And come bashing them another and come back at the upper paid a real power. There is one reason in Tapa Panamon Penasem. There is one reason in Tapa Panamon Penasem. Before now I'm about done, let me talk about why he's trending in the first place. There is one hospital called the Afia Military Hospital which has been abandoned. MPP for Kohokoye protest there are buying on continue non-commission view. Okohoko do when they showing Ghanaians that Charlie they care about the country and all that, which is a good thing. Opposition saw us all my buying pressure on Juma. I love it because of Ghana. But here is where I draw the line. If that protest is just to serve a political agenda, I mean, walk first, and then there, oh, challenge coffee, why are they at them hospital there, washing away if you until Honorable Kennedy Japan, the interview. Yeah, okay, MPP, what time war power 8 years now, that hospital was abandoned.
As a ferry hospital been there for 15 months. We were there for 8 years. You didn't do it. NBC started this. Why didn't you complete it? You were there for 8 years, you didn't complete it.
Me and Ghana who first. Me enjoy them MPP NDC politics. All the say chrono.
We are not doing politics. I'm speaking the truth. This is Ghana. Stop that. We will criticize NDC, we will criticize MPP. That's the only way to go.
Asma papa you kind. Time now papa can no be nature obune. Oh, Honorable, come on say, hey, stop blinking your eye. I mean, can no me
Don't blink your eye. See, when I mentioned MPP, he was blinking his eye. Why do you want me to criticize NDC and leave MPP? When I know that both parties, they didn't do the right thing for the country.
We in MPP for soldier gonna do. Or started the war yarn. Yam come back to question na maybe sir from the beginning there. Senka Kennedy Japan call NDC and anka oya the madana. Like will you call him the realist or you would have bashed him the way you are bashing him now? The agenda is to come to power and make money for yourselves. It is not about the country Ghana. Inti se obi wo mumu na se onye team player na or start there or kasa against inyeme bia mo yepe na mubuefu because script na ma try to honor he's not following it. And that is the one reason in ta mumpenasem. Senka pe Ghana asempa anka bisa ho de asem ya Canada Japan kan nka ne bono wo minye mohe. To be very honest with you, oba out your back the oba spill beans agenda 10107 I didn't like it.
Ghana for person mutie ni ya. Mumi say agenda 111. To be completely back Ukraine. Ton contract no and other people at 10%. Ghana, me say again NPP for they should be careful with me. So maybe you're better. You mess beans all over the place. Now man I catch you say me my president Jamini. Maybe free me sight never know. I'm only thinking of the youth of this country and not NPP. NPP for me already. Me say July 2027, no more action. Ghana, you'll be surprised. You think I'm stupid?
Say agenda bi wo ho na say nyama bi akokodo a abenti na ede twen na obufu ansa na daba. Say Ghana ede ba instant and ede twen na bibi sansa. However, I understand that sometimes no ede o play that team member to a certain extent. But iya den a obodu baby no nso no obetawo aponchene ebeje war. Nti metena ase from baby o fi by there spill beans and however me feel there Ghana in there etwen na asem ba ansa na eden sama ba. But that doesn't change the fact that the man is somebody who says it as it is, and that is why I like him. And you see, it's so funny. Most of you guys who are insulting him on social media are youth who should fight for the common goal of making Ghana great. But you don't know that subconsciously, you are fighting for somebody who is wrecking the nation, these political parties. But I've come to understand, most of the youths in the country are fools. Nyansa foka kre bi na hu de won kwete won tum nko entokwa nte de wa line no so di scan bi no woko chale ose ani na ya sen wi ase no mbia bibiri o ebotum move akọ. The way the youths are getting involved in politics now and they are getting involved in the wrong way, it is dangerous. You might not know, but it is very dangerous. So right now you've come to understand, and before some better I didn't tap pay mon penasem. Mon fanatics na den tonchen. The reason I'm mon penasem yina ide ada onye na okan.
Instead of us, what in some Kwame Strabo di betu it is nothing but the bitter truth. Na Kennedy Sudin Komono, one can NPP nkwa, or can NDC. There's a two parties ni na no. Omu how, and I say omu mission or more they buy into power ni na say they come and make money then go. They be anomoba, they give us stories. And na Kennedy cite example say Safari Hospital no, did they continue? No. Inside the internet, under the NDC government, the pressure more say within 18 months or 19 months, they should finish it. I have a same way Kennedy can, including in some more kind one net too, no, and I'm MPP for no or more attacking the giddy. We share attacks in the qua. In Kwalanketin na attack Kennedy Japan because they say we decided say he's standing for the youth, he's standing for the truth. Now of what Vimle de Pokuaa, Edna Noa Betum, according to Vimle de Pokuaa, Ochira Kennedy do yen yan kwase asem sabia ni na okasa ko standing independent kra and show we in some of you lady fia Pokuaa bobo so alarofo anodi me pese betie nkomo no na kire wadwen for me e wo comment.
Honorable Kennedy Japan, why did you allow yourself to be triggered? I think Kennedy Japan, one of the things that was a Kennedy Japan, Daniel Kopasi, any spokesperson, I think he's a fantastic communication person. Papa I've been solid guy. He's one of the best things that ever happened to Kennedy Japan. He's an asset to Team Kennedy Japan. Because social sense a Kennedy Japan, yeah, in the interview, yeah, no, yeah. Kwesi from and what me manage calm me down to say the way he's explaining the issues, he's Kwesi oh yeah, guy, oh yeah, solid guy, what been. We need that form. You know how to apply wisdom and how to apply knowledge and how to blend the two. Oh, you're good. You are one of the best things that happened to Canada Japan team. Because I interview where Canada Japan, yeah, the timing in some kind it was needless. Then he said Canada Japan, yeah. Canada Japan should not have done that interview. Meaning the provoking, he shouldn't have allowed himself to be provoked. He shouldn't have allowed himself to be triggered. Comporting say Canada Japan interview oh yama Eiii champion comfortably because me can before MPP for come primaries and say Canada Japan vote no do na call Brian champion no Canada Japan vote do not a call Brian Champo because you see he represent the Canada Japan or first Canada Japan, young, vibrant, eloquent, energetic, the representative of the youth. Because Canada Japan they say of course 70 when you and it's energy heat no the by say heat now could Brian Champo and Brian Champo has managed himself because he is the Canada Japan without the tutujeguno. Without the utterances, without the fire, no, without the me come at bia, without the me did attempt, without the me fire, no. Brian Champon is the Canadian Japan without a honor because he has learned his lessons from Canadian Japan. Because Canadian Japan time now no fire, no him say obey a presidential Canadian Japan, yes, near money be. And go to the extent of coin. Ain't I am a say and now and then answer interview in Canadian Japan, yeah, because you shouldn't have done it. Because some people are wishing that Canada Japan to James said, trap him, you better trigger one trap him when because I interview with one koya and can say, hey, and now we are so and share down for value beyond the can the Canada Japan now we are no because you are a self-made man. We a business person, what being that you know your craft, you know your job, why you juma that we experienced person politician, what's your juma na say? But people like your energy, people like your enthusiasm, people like your passion. Name maybe I want to say we are presidential Canada Japan. Passion, I was said yeah, presidential Canada Japan. I want to show a passion. And you want MP Canada Japan, so they show a passion. And this presidential Canada Japan, no, sa passion, no, and your passion now the interview. You shouldn't have done it because then your interview be so urgent, and your assembly our can own that. Because when you come and threaten, you come and say, me, mama, it was not at all. Because they kwasi kwatia and say more they man take Canada Japan or MPP no or MPP na near be a cost and a umpe. Obien himself. I mean, if you talk about MPP for there are very few people on Canada Japan on MPP. I have known Canada Japan for over 25 years. Whatever. Minim Canada Japan or you'll be so passionate about MPP and passionate about business and passionate about Sika. So you can't conform with MPP here Canada Japan we be a top 10 okay. But the excesses any problem no. And we should say the Pokuaa manage again Pokuaa manage communication no and no basi neya. This is how Canada Japan should have handled the issue. So open year but maybe you cost when yet. And your money cost from A, B, C, D. Who for a party in front and no manka. No manka, it has dire consequences for the party. Chasso. This is a make your point. Then go chasso. Men ko to trap na ya set ya ma onimu. Ne ho na wa ko to trap nimu. Canada Japan. Why are you doing this to yourself? Say ade awaye, u vote wa won na make us a brand champions what one what captains bar no so slow but sure. Or also very strategic slow but sure no na one or 10. Mistake be obey be as vote no kono. And you see, to be fair, Brian Chapo age is not a first honorable Canada Japan presidential Ken or no age is not on his side because you see our 70 something. Brian Chapo's age is on his side into mistake be about no so opposite so that he can benefit from it. Into Canada Japan Kaudi and 2028 and one MPP for you but you see presidential Canada Japan no. So personality and now position as presidential candidate. So when you're president and you still you are presidential candidate Japan. Because your value and your contribution and your influence goes beyond just Jubilee. That's what Canadian Japan is not understanding. Or influence, no passion, no impact. No. It goes beyond Jubilee. It goes beyond Jubilee House. It's in any sort of trap. And who benefits? You are only benefiting your opponents. And you are only benefiting on more money. Canada Japan so also was on society. Omanyam. Now one ko kan nanka yeden. One ko ye interview where nanka yeden. In presidential Canada Japan, you have to be very careful. For your own sake. For your own sake. What I say? Interview where I thought no, you shouldn't have done it. And the why any Brian Champion are benefiting. Because on the about Miyako 2028, no one will near. By 2032, na Canada Japan will be 70. And fire, Debbie. And yet Bibiana was our cost. So I me interview and I was a little disappointed. I was a little disappointed. Second day Japan. I mean, why are you doing this at this time? Why are you doing this at this time? You know, so when they capture you and like the MPP should be very careful with me, saying I'm better. I don't know who in MPP or Mokoka or you better. Obiti say Coca, the coordinator, Coca or you lose canon. Miankasa me Coca asem, obedi matemwa, or you lose canon. And I have had opportunity to call on Baomia, say Baomia should deal with people like Coca. Also, nene kasa. Because there's a perception that Coca is speaking for Baomia. It is a Baomia when too many Coca no me adian kasa. Then you'll be doing a disservice. Pa say on na Coca debia or did you opponent at him. You don't talk, you don't respond. Openia o tinefie man kwalare na nkane kana kan for e do beka ho. I've said it here a couple of times. Baomia must call Coca to order. Baomia must call a year friend saying Abronya to order. You must deal with all these people. Necessary. So Baomia cannot talk about unity. Now at the same time, now okay unity, no. Now on Crawford, did you opponent at them? Knowing very well that you need all hands on deck. You need Kennedy Japan, you need Brian Champion, you need everybody, you need chairman for, you need a constituency chairman, you need constituency executive, district, you need everybody, police station, you need everybody to win. Without second day Japan, no said okay, so Ojiga no so Ojinanchan. No so on the uncle, your uncle and this uncle baby, or bet in, you will lose elections. Baomia mube lose elections because they be a second day Japan baby or do no. He has nothing to lose. Ye catcher is or your presidential Canada Japan. It's near maybe or kick and some fatasa presidential can no more yet. But I can't Canada Japan or say I own him so or then on your candidate. Etika he has nothing to lose on all nisika wa won murder that or ni BBD etika no aso be say MPP and ko betimi say MPP but it will also be a mischievous any disingenuous on the part of Kennedy Japan say obefa sa agene so be say MPP because his rise to fame was because of MPP. Kennedy Japan be Kennedy Japan because of MPP. That is why it will even be suicidal for him so be say MPP but obetimi ayo so cause obetimi cause all that be done me say MPP. Baomia must do the needful. Bibi so na etumi push Kennedy Japan away triggered no to do that interview. Yeah, because you see here oni friend is your better boa na chese ne nansi bibi so. Eti bibi ne pushing no be yes ano. Although I think that he should have exercised some self-control not to do this. Now also can internally, but bibi ne pushing no. Eti Baomia so must do the needful internally no. So open unity. Open all hands on deck. Open so omo nyina boa wa mpacho. Call your people. Me can make to use a want of a call of boys to order. Coca, Abronye. Because me cry me better na man because hey Coca. Jai sani mana o ye na o kika ni mana Kennedy Japan. Obedi matem. Very uncouth. I'm professional. Because you're a politician now say mo bi anka wan say me politics. Also so you're a politician. Media for you so be commentary about politics. And so Coca say I don't have can asem no edi me matem for what? Ni nyina me antise Baomia otiano. Baomia mantise otiano. Mantise wu Abronya ne ma oye otia obi. Inti niema mo ye internally na asem de me mfa me ho no. Baomia the more you keep quiet, the more you remain silent, the more you don't caution these boys, the more no be man krofo bu ofu omo. Because from Kennedy Japan we don't know another time na fe Brian Champion say me free. Another time na your friend say Jakoso say me call. Another time we say me call. Another time we to mind you 2016 enye ende nti wo ka say bia o afoko koye Kwame Japan koye and MPP for to me win elections. It's not the same today. The voters we have no the same today. You to know ken asem. Enti mom dey say internally no mun ka mo humom. And yes, I don't know if there's the people who are run by Baomia so and most of you should bring it to his attention. Say a woman say Kennedy Japan can be troublesome. You will be one man. I say a first say organization be able to radio na needing radio hard you won't call for sir. But people like that, so manage you get the best out of them. Manage you get the best out. It's Kennedy Japan to go nyina Kennedy Japan dede nyina ni gidigidi nyina manage Kennedy Japan you can get the best out of him. Committee adwuma bi a opese oye bi obeye include to adwuma bi a opese Kennedy Japan he will do it and to manage him well. It's Baomia, the ball is in your court. If you want to win the elections, if you want to leave a good legacy, say, oh, buy na to me ma MPP form kambo omunya unity mpatro ye the needful. You need all because see Kennedy Japan need no political experience. And yet cheap so benya political experience. Kennedy Japan only no. He has a political experience and yet easy. It is our political experience in no. Can in bom na kan obi abo ho. Na mo nyina mo nya wan na mo hwe kwan am betimi akom anim. Enye Ghana elections kwa mo no mbe win no put a secondary matter. But the fact that we need an opposition that is strong enough to check government. It is a bube winning and I'm winning. It's a secondary matter. The main issue, they say, we need an opposition that is strong, that is vibrant, that can keep government on its toes.
In that of us, what team come one of him lead if you Pokuaa the abetu Ghana, was for then our dream for Kennedy, as it stands now, in who say this man has a special liner, or in fact, all two tours, but a Kamekwa is a liner Kennedy Kono. The party MPP is not happy with it. We are American no cre. We are American no cre no. The MPP party is not happy with it. And the Kennedy started so shaky no hono. I want to confirm in your mother that be or yeah. And this is evidence say son your mother na Kennedy and he was doing it on behalf of the party. But Koba are critical no. Almost it's not on behalf of the party. And they are now using it against him. That's how life is. That's how life is. Nani ne muni di bi be yeden, ye di be ye adisuya. But well, this is the current situation. Ushe the way anyo makwa. Mpenifo no mba mbe diska. Kennedy so they all support sadia no. And na man krofo ye on ho kire omom de mo ye tobe bebre on the internet. Akwala nkwala ketwa ni na aka bi. Adofo man fa musia. Na ma mi hu so adwen comment mu. Me the more updates, me the more gist eba wa queen.